Hi friends, welcome back to my video. Today we are starting out at Marshall's, looking at all of the garden stuff that they have available. They had a lot of garden statues and garden decor, which was really cute, but nothing that kind of fit what I was looking for. I wanted to also see what they have available for terracotta pots. I like what Marshall's tends to offer. It's a little bit more unique compared to what you find in Home Depot or any of the garden centers like that. So and they tend to be pretty inexpensive too, which is nice. So this was the first stop that I went to look for some pots, and they have at least for what I was looking for, they had a kind of a slim selection, got kind of picked through. So note for next time is to go earlier in the year, around early February. Afterwards, I went to Green Acres, which is a local nursery, and I just wanted to kind of see what they had blooming, and they had a lot of stuff. It was hard to walk out with nothing. But yeah, they had a lot of dahlias that were in bloom. I was kind of tempted to buy a pot for myself, but I remembered that I did spend so much on dahlia bulbs earlier in the year, and they are starting to grow, so I just have to be patient and wait for that to bloom in my garden. They also had a ton of other proven winners selection, and these were some that I haven't seen yet in store before, so it was great to kind of see what else that they were carrying for proven winners other than the supertunias. And they had some superbinas, some snowstorms, and some coleus, amongst other things here. After looking around the proven winners selections, I decided to see what other plants were blooming in the nursery, and I saw this lily of the valley, flaming silver, and it was very unique, very interesting, but I didn't know that much about it, so walked away from it. But it would be pretty cool to have that in my garden. I'm not quite sure if it fits the vibe, but gotta learn a little bit more about it first. I also saw that Green Acres was carrying a variety of proven winners hydrangeas, which is pretty cool to know because I was looking for proven winners limelight, and I believe that I will come across it later on from this video here. This is what's on my wish list. I then walked around to these blooming, beautiful trees, and that just caught my eye from really, really far away from the opposite side of the nursery, basically. So I just had to see this for myself, and it just looked so, so stunning. And I don't have the space for this kind of tree, but I was like, wow, that's beautiful. And then we came across my dream plant. I have, well, not this one in particular, but one like it. I have been wanting to add a wisteria amethyst falls somewhere in my garden, and I didn't know that Green Acres would be carrying such mature wisterias, which is exciting to know. But I was just taken aback by these beautiful wisteria blooms. I wasn't quite looking for cookies purple, but I was like, oh, this is a good step at the right direction. After finally walking away from the wisteria, I walked along these beautiful plants here, and I was just touching with my, or seeing with my hands, I think, as what people say. And then I came across these, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but it's an artemisia, and it was so soft to touch, and I really liked the silvery green hue to this plant. I don't tend to go for something like that, but this one in particular was just not only beautiful, but also just really soft to touch, and I feel like I just have to add it to my garden somewhere. Really like this. Calibrosia Cabaret Bright White, and it's $8.50. Think about that. Ooh. Proven winner stuff over there, but I don't think there's anything for maybe. I do not know. The nursery was also full of beautiful different types of pots but just a little bit out of my modest little budget for me this time around. So I just looked at them and admired them from afar, but made a note of what my options are in the future. And I also looked at these terracotta pots here, but nothing that fit what I was looking for. The nursery was definitely in bloom today, and I just loved seeing all the beautiful flowers like these dahlias. They are just so stunning, and the fuchsias and everything. I just love this season and love all the color that it comes with. And I didn't end up buying anything this time around at the nursery, but I definitely did make a list, and I look forward to slowly adding some florals to my garden throughout the year. And I want to give you guys a big thanks for meeting me in this video, and I hope you enjoyed our time together, and I hope to meet you at our next one. I hope you also subscribe and that we will continue to flourish together. Thank you, friends.